Today, I'm going to be answering some common questions I get around surrounding my new book, The Connection-Driven Classroom. So let's get started. What inspired me to write this book was the fact that there was nothing in print about the tools that I preach and teach. It was so frustrating over the years. They would be like, oh my God, where do I read more about this? And I'm like, you can read a little bit of this book and a little bit of that book. But it was interesting that I was pressed to always put this in writing. The hard part about designing these tools was they were always in a training format. So what inspired me was to actually take the training and take it from a training and actually put it into a book format surrounding my stories and strategies and ideas of where they were all developed. Like, that was the most exciting part for me. A brief overview of the book is realistically about what are the connection-driven classroom and what are the teacher connection toolkits. So in there, you're going to get the introduction of how this work started for me. You're going to get the introduction of where this work was developed. But after that foundation is set, you're going to take a deep dive into all of the tools. The fact that we're going to have 4 tools that take less than 2 minutes, right? The 60-second relate break, the 2-minute connection, the meet and greet, the positive spark, and our treatment agreement, our social contract. When you jump into this book, not only that, you're going to see adaptations, advice. I'm going to give you deeper dives into seeing how these tools can be modified and adapted into your classroom so that each and every one of you as a reader walk away with some tool that'll make a difference in your classroom. You know, the most challenging part of writing this book was actually getting it on paper. Like, the first challenge was a lot of this information was all up here or on a slide and being able to end up being in a training. Like, one challenge was to get it from my head down onto the page. And then the second challenge was, like, our tools kept evolving. Like, it's not static, right? Like, school changes constantly. And then you had the pandemic and you have post-pandemic, and here we are now. And with all of these tools and changing environments, the canvas changed. And so as the canvas changed, the words on the page needed to change. And so what I'm so excited is this book has been birthing for like 6 years and it's finally come to fruition, and I'm so excited to share it with you. But trust me, those challenges have been so worth it. So who is this book for and who do I want to dedicate it to? This book for me is for educators, whether you're a teacher, a counselor, a para, it doesn't matter. Anyone in education, this book is going to resonate with you. And even parents, and it's so funny because I've had parents say, I love your tools, using them at home. I've had people in businesses say, oh my God, this bleeds over into our work. So I think it's unlimited, but our target audience is anyone that's supporting education. And who I want to dedicate this book to is the educators. I mean, I may not work in your school, but I can tell you, I see you. I see the dedication. I see how you bring kids home on your head and your heart heavy every single day. I see the challenges that you work with. And I just want you to know that this book is dedicated to every single educator that continues to make a difference in students' lives.